How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the LAIR. And today we're going to be participating in the Friday Night Magic Standard event. But before we get into it, I just want to say if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, don't forget, once you have followed or subscribed on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in the chat or the comment and say something like, hey, I just subscribed or followed, and I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. So very excited to be able to offer that. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. So let's hop into this. So this is a BOROS control deck, so red and white. I call this one Skyclave Dragonfire, excuse me. So on to the 2-drops, we're skipping out on the 1-drops. We have 3 copies of Scorching Dragonfire at instant speed. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker, and if that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Running 3 copies of Mazemind Tome. It's an artifact. We can tap and put a page counter on it and scry 1, or we could pay 2, tap, and put a page counter on it and draw a card, and when there are 4 or more page counters on it, we can exile it and gain 4 life. On to the 3-drops, we have the full play set of Skyclave Apparition. She's a 2/2, and when she enters the battlefield, we exile up to 1 target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 4 or less our opponent controls, and when she leaves the battlefield, they get to create an X Explosion Illusion creature token equal to its converted mana cost. And on 3 copies of Bonecrusher Giant, this is an adventure card. At instant speed, the stomp deals 2 damage to any target, and damage cannot be prevented this turn. And then the creature side, he's a 4/3, and whenever he becomes the target of a spell, Bonecrusher Giant deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. On to the 4-drops, we have the full play set of Shatter the Sky. At sorcery speed, each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, and then destroy all creatures. Running the full play set of Outlaws Merriment. It's an enchantment that says at the beginning of your upkeep, choose 1 at random, create a red-white creature token with the following characteristics: either a 3/1 warrior with trample and haste, a 2/1 cleric with lifelink and haste, or a 1/2 rogue with haste, and when this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. We're running the full playset of Solemn Simulacrum. It's a 2/2, and when he enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library, and then when he dies, we may draw a card. On to the 5-drops, we have the full playset of Elspeth Conquers Death. This is an enchantment saga. The first chapter says, exile target permanent an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. The second chapter says, non-creature spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more to cast until your next turn. And then the third chapter says, return target creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter or a loyalty counter on it. Running 2 copies of Ox of Agonas. He's a 4/2, and when he enters the battlefield, we discard our hand and then draw 3 cards. And we can escape him from our graveyard later on by paying his escape cost and exiling 8 other cards from our graveyard, and when he escapes, he enters with an additional 1/1 counter on him. And then at the top end, we have 3 copies of Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. He comes in at 7 loyalty. His +2 ability says, Ugin, the Spirit Dragon, deals 3 damage to any target. His -X, exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less, that's 1 or more colors. And his -10, you gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and then put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. And before we talk about the deck itself, we'll talk about the mana base. We have 7 plains, 2 mountains, the full playset of Needleverge Pathway, the full playset of Temple of Triumph, 1 copy of Crawling Barrens, 2 Fabled Passage, 3 Shatterskull, the Hammer Pass or Shatterskull Smashing, and then 3 copies of Emeria Shattered Skyclave or Emeria's Call. So this is basically a control deck. We're looking to ramp into Ugin by using Solemn Simulacrum and Mazemind Tome to help us filter through early card draw and ramp. And then we have defensive spells in Scorching Dragonfire, the stomp side of Bonecrusher. Skyclave Apparition can hit any non-land permanent 4 or less. Elspeth hits anything 3 or more. We have the board wipe for more aggressive decks, and then we have Outlaws Merriment to fight against control decks, and then we have our Ox of Agonas for the rogues And then, of course, Ugin does it all. He's our main finisher. But we can also end the game with Emeria's. We can also end it with Outlaws Merriment. So there's a couple of ways we can end. But that's basically what we're trying to do. We're trying to control the opponent and control the game until we can ramp into one of our bigger threats and close out the game that way. The deck has a 4.1 converted mana cost, running 13 creatures with 20 lands. I would run a 4th Ugin, but I don't have the card, so we're running 3. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let's hop into this. Let's see how we do. Birdie is our first opponent. Alright, so we got a nice 3-lander here. We have a Stomp turn 2. Definitely need an additional white source, but you know, I'm confident we can hit one. Playing mono red. So we will play our mountain first. Fervent sucks, but we're definitely looking for, that is what we were looking for. What is the Robber of the Rich? Don't want him getting a hold of any of those cards. So I will hold up the Bonecrusher for a Robber. Ooh, interesting. Since we can't kill the Charger, we'll kill the Fervent. But that's a nice little trick because it goes back to his hand. So it's like 4 damage, come back to my hand. I have a couple of those I'd like to try out. Okay, let's just go ahead and play the Crusher here. Could either eat one of his spells or block the Charger. Okay. It's fine with me. Oh. I'm gonna get the Outlaws out there. Don't know if mono red has enchantment removal. Let's find out. Okay. Play out the Solemn. We'll search for a mountain, so at least we can activate everything, and we will attack. Should start to stabilize now. Opponents missed quite a lot of land drops. Yep. So let's attack first. Assume he picks off one of these guys. Sure. Sure. Let's play out Mazemind here. And I think we will pass. Two, three, four, five, six. Okay. 4, So let's put some counters on our friend here. Scry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's bottom that. Alright. So let's keep attacking. See if he wants to trade. That's fine. I'm just afraid of the 8 damage from the Shatterskull and him. But the opponent is down low as well, so we'll see. See what these last couple cards are. But I think he's just dead here. Yes. Got him. That was a tricky one. That was a tricky one. Alright. Got a win there. Let's hop into another one. Alright, so we have a 2-lander here with no early interaction and a bunch of 4+. We're going to mulligan this for sure. This is much worse. We could keep this and drop one Skyclave, which is risky, but I don't know if I want to mulligan again. We already have to return 2. Here we only have to return 1. Alright, we'll keep this. We'll return 1 Skyclave. We'll start with an Emeria's. Alright, so we'll start off with Emeria's tapped. This is going to suck if he's got something that goes in our hand. So it is rogues. So loving the Ox for sure, but this is going to be a tough matchup. Sorry about that. I have one of my buddies texting me. Okay, white is okay. Let's scry. Don't need an Elspeth. I feel like he's not really a big enough of a threat. So we'll pass. Alright. So Brazen Borrower as well. Be a tough one without interaction. Nighthawk, okay. Scry. Yeah, we'll take the land for sure. Well, Skyclave the Nighthawk. Play out the smashing, tapped, pass. Now, either way, they'll probably get their 3/3 back, but they waste their drown in the lock or whatever on Skyclave, then they can't really do anything against our more important spells. So we'll see. Oh, Sereth Sand, nice. Ox. Don't need another Ox. Right on the bottom. Okay. Zato Crew. I think that's GG. Let's see here. I don't know if there's any way we come out of this. So we'll search for a plains. We'll activate this. Don't need another Merriment. Brazen Borrower, maybe? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. We have to draw into a board wipe. That's the only thing that we can that can save us. And that's not it. GG. Good game, good game. Rogues, tough beat. Tough beat. Poopos. Poopos? I love it. Alright. So we got a 3-lander here. We have 1 white source. We finally drew an Ugin. That's nice. I guess we can keep this. Hello. Ooh, Edgewall. There's our second white source. Let's start with Smashing. Tapped. We definitely want to prioritize getting rid of Edgewall so they don't get any advantage. And then we'll let them play out some creatures in Shatter. Well, never mind, that could be something. Yeah, I think we just take this out before anything happens. Wonder if this is mono green. Surely it's not. Mono green adventures? Okay. So it's Kazandu, the mammoth. Request some use damage. I don't think we shattered just yet. We'll just play our Bonecrusher and no attacks, of course. Or Edgewall. Okay, then we might have to. Shatter. Maybe I should have shattered first, and then. Okay, I mean that's fine. I'll take that trade. That's perfectly fine. No, let's attack first. Let's see what he wants to do. Sure. So we'll zap one of these guys. And then what I'll do is Elspeth. Sure. I got one too. Let's try and be aggressive here. If he has anything in his hand that can remove it. Hopefully he plays into another. Okay. Sure. We have 2 red sources, so we'll just name white. Yeah, let's Elspeth the Lovestruck. And just get this. Okay. We will search up the plains. What's Elspeth here? No attacks. Okay. Let's play Solemn. Search up the mountain. Now we can attack. That way we have something to bring back with the Elspeth. Brush fire, sure. Alright. Mazemind Tome. That should be DE. Attack in here. Takes it. Love to see a questing beast. Yep, sure. I'll make that trade. Got him. All right. And more gems. Alright, let's hop into another one. We got our 2 wins so far, but we got a couple more games to play. Atomic Domino. I love it. Alright, so we have a nice 3-lander here. We have some early interaction. I think we can keep this. Let's lead off with the Needleverge. Now let's play the Temple. Love the Solemn. Shambling suit. Okay, I smell some jank. So, yeah, that's the play. Scorching that. Let's Solemn here, I think. Yep. Search up a plains. Next turn, I think we'll play our Outlaws. Atomic Domino. Don't quit. Got him. Excellent. Got ourselves an Ikoria pack. Let's go ahead and open that up. See what we get. Eerie Ultimatum. Nice. Nice. Still have yet to build a deck around that card, but would love to. Alright. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Bart Levy. Alright. So we have a 3-lander technically. I don't think we can keep this. Let's go ahead and lead off the temple. Outlaws is nice. Low. Okay. Opponent's slow rolling, so will we. Skyclave's nice. Wings of Hubris. Can't be blocked this turn. Sacrifice another. Okay. Well, we do need land, so we'll have it enter attack. We still have the Scorching Dragonfire to hold up. Whenever a Pair Tactician and at least one other warrior attack, put a 1/1 counter on Pair Tactician. Okay. Well, so we'll just get rid of that then. Alright, we draw into a Crusher, which is nice. So we'll hold that up. Kiri. Okay, cool. Some type of BOROS. Ooh, love the Shatter. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take a Kiri. That way, at least, if they kill the Skyclave Apparition, it comes back as just a token that has no abilities, which is what we're looking for. And we can always shatter later. Getting stuck on lands here. 37% chance to draw a land. Hey, G Magic, thanks for the follow, man. I really appreciate that. If you, I'm recording right now for my YouTube channel. If you just hold on until after this match, I will get you your code. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. All right. Double strike. I think we just chop that down now. Go ahead and swing in here. Okay. And sure. Let's go ahead and just take him as well. Trying to reserve the Ox for an empty hand. That would be ideal. So we play him on an empty hand, then we draw 3 cards. Hey, G, I really appreciate that. It's DREMORIAN'S LAIR. You'll have to search for it though. DREMORIAN. LAIR. You'll have to search for it on YouTube. But yeah, I put out content. I try to put out content daily, but it's rough. I've been working a lot, but I do all different types of stuff. I do drafts, I do standard, but I like to focus on historic because I can use all my cards. But yeah, really appreciate that. If, like I said, just hang on and I'll get you an additional code for that too. Okay, so he played Nahiri. So I feel like we have to take Nahiri. Sorry, this guy probably is hating me right now.
Maybe I used the wrong approach.
And he just has flying. Just have this enter tapped, and we'll just go in here. Yeah, after this match, if you still can't find it, I'll give you the link for sure. I just want to Winota. This could be a potential Shatter the Sky here. Definitely. So definitely Shatter here for sure. Yeah, it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you're okay. So they get a 3/3 here. Yeah, where it's like in Historic you can play with all your cards. So why would you limit yourself, right? You spent the time and the money to earn those cards. So I definitely will be playing. And that's the other thing. At this moment, Standard is a little stale. Obviously, we're waiting for fresh content. But I'm very excited for this next Kaldheim set, for sure. Let's see what we want to do here. Yeah, 1/1. And I think we take Shadow Spear. Now, I think... we don't have enough to... that sucks. Equipped creature has flying. So do we just take the flying? So let's take this. We're so close to playing. Yeah, let's just play out. Let's play out Bonecrusher. We'll take the risk. But yeah, very excited for the Kaldheim. Kaldheim. However you want to pronounce it. There's the cards in War Leader. Sure. There's a Smashing. Do I smash or do I shock in and then play Emeria's? Or do I play? I'm gonna play. All right, cool magic, sweet. Right? Yeah, I don't really play a lot of paper Magic. So we'll have this enter tapped. He doesn't seem to have any flyers at the moment. We'll play defensively here. Nice. Okay. So it looks like taking the flying was the right move, especially because we have Emeria's, and now we can swing in with everything since we have Indestructible before he gets an additional. So now we can play the Ox without any downside. Or if we draw an Ugin, we can just play the Ugin. As long as he doesn't have haste. Protection from each converter mana cost. But we have 8 in the air, so we win. Got him. Alright, so let's play the Ox. What is this? Protection from each converter mana cost. So... got him. Alright. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, Magic, I'm winding this down if you want to hold on just 1 second. Maybe. Hello, Magic. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Feel free to drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Excuse me. Also, don't forget, if you're going to be a new follower or subscriber on either my Twitch or YouTube channels, once you've done so, just reach out to me in either the chat or the comment and say something like, hey, I just followed or subscribed. Then I can respond to you with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. And if you do both, I will give you 2 different codes, so just keep that in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed how the deck performed today. It's very fun. Like I said, my only change, I would run probably 1 additional Ugin and maybe 1 less Ox, but I really liked how the deck performed overall. Yeah, we'll leave you guys at that. We'll see you tomorrow.